Grandma DC here. And I'm crawling into my camper. Okay, got some of the painting done. It's later in the day. All the I wanted first coat of white on is on. And it makes it look a lot cleaner. Okay. I got these pillows because you can get them for $2.50 a piece. It's cheaper than buying fiberfill stuffing. And I got these pillow covers. I know, not 1950s. Matches absolutely nothing. But I love them. They're supposed to be like a dog pillow. Well, I'm a dog sometimes. I've been called a female dog a lot. Okay, moving on. Next thing I want to do is get something accomplished. That's just the whole goal today. I have been in the house with it raining and raining and raining and raining for the last 2 days on my weekend off. You know how I feel about that. Okay, so I did get some of the screens patched. I got some screen tape because I noticed there was a lot of rips in the screens that I had not noticed before when I was excited about buying the camper. And God knows what it would cost to get those replaced. So, I'm checking for leaks right now. Oh, awesome. None. Okay. Yes. All of the patching and the flex shot that we got, all of it seems to have worked. I found a spot down in the corner of the bathroom. I don't know if I can see that because it's dark in here today. That they had put a little bit of silver tape on. And I did it with the flex tape and the flex shot. Looks a lot better, and I know that's not going to leak. And there's a little bit of that flex tape on the inside. Now, of course, we put it on the outside. I just used some of it on the inside to, believe it or not, make that look better. Since it was all rotten and coming down. And there will be more things making that look better. Working on it in my mind. But today I wanted to show you something that is I've done before in my other houses. And I'm going to do it here. And my hope is that it will work. This is just one of those shot in the dark things. I bought this material I loved the other day. It's a gingham. And I also bought this material, which I was going to use as a backsplash. Look, wait till you see this. This is so awesome. Look at this 1950s. That could be great for a black splash. Don't you just love the colors? I do. Excuse me. I sprayed in here the other night again, so I found this gingham, and it's kind of an old-fashioned gingham. I really liked it. It just spoke 50s to me. And I decided to do it like I did in my houses. Over the years, I've done this. This wasn't the cheapest material. It wasn't the most expensive either. I got it at Hobby Lobby. Love Hobby Lobby. I should never go there. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this. I mean, a lot of you might already know and have seen other people do it. But it's called starching, and you starch the fabric to the wall with liquid starch. And I think I've got enough to go around the breakfast nook and on this back here, which is the main place I want to put it.
And I think we're going to go this direction with it. I think it'll be wide enough, yes. It's going to be wide enough.
What do you think? Something, huh? I think that's going to look fabulous. And then red cushions. I know I'm getting a lot of red in here. Mother and I discussed that. I said the blue will be coming along later, and then the black and white check floor. No place for my bohemian pillows. They'll be up in my bed area. You won't see them. You never know. It might work in the end. You pick out things you love. Okay. This, I think, is going to look great. Absolutely great. Now, we did talk about possibly starching those to the wall, but no, we're still in those for curtains, I think, at this time. This I'm going to do, and let me show you how to do it. I only have a little bit of liquid starch. I don't know if it's enough. I didn't go buy any more. It's just plain old Stay Flow liquid starch. And you stick it in a bucket. Got a bucket over there. You get the material soaking wet and kind of squeeze it out. And then you put it onto the wall and you smooth it out. It'll have little bubbles in it and you just keep smoothing. And then when it dries, it will adhere to the wall. It can be taken off later. And the wall can be washed down. Now how this is going to work as far as a camper that travels a lot, I don't know. But we're going to find out. So let's get started. As usual, my famous and precise measuring that I am so famous for. Haha. Okay. I just want to make sure I've got it. Feels awful thick. I'm kind of like, I want to make sure it's down to it. I usually use cotton materials. They stick better. Nice thing about this is it has lines in it, so as long as I make sure I've got it all the way to the edge there, I can overlap that a little. And I've got it all the way down to the bottom. I can follow the lines. Now, this one's really hard to tell the right side from the wrong side. Now, I don't have a lot of light. We're losing the light today. I slept most of the day because I got to go to work tonight. Those really wouldn't matter, but this side is darker. So I want to make sure that I wet it with the side I want on the outside, so when I kind of unravel it and put it up here, I'll know. Because you can't tell once it's wet. So just sort of bunch it up. Get yourself a container. I could do this in the sink too. I don't have water out here to clean up. So I'm just going to do it this way. Sit you up here, a little higher. Maybe you can see. The starch is just, this starch too, I have to say, has been through the ringer. I've had it for quite a while. And it has frozen and unfrozen, and it may not be any good. If it's not, I'll just take this out, launder it. You know, if it doesn't work or it's not sticky enough anymore, I will launder it, and then I will just get some new starch and we'll start over. It does seem to be a little gritty, which it shouldn't be. But like I said, I've had it in my house in the cabinets for a while. I just decided to see if if I could use it. It smells good. It doesn't smell bad or anything. Like I said, you just want to saturate it completely.
And once it's saturated, kind of pull apart the things, make sure that you got the inside saturated too. It takes a little bit of time. Get the material to soak it all up. Less time than you think. I'll speed things up though.
Squeeze out the excess. So, getting it started is a bit tricky. As long as you get a big spot of it stuck on there, you're off to the races. Okay. Whoop. Sometimes it would pay to have more than one hand doing this. I figured it's a small area. I can do it myself.
I guess we can adjust about perfect. Yeah, I can tell the starch is old.
May have to put some fresh starch and just go over the outside of it later and smooth it out, which you can do.
You stretch your material and you just keep smoothing with your hands. Once you got a good part of it stuck on there, then your hard part's done.
I have done this with large pieces on large sections of walls, and boy, you talk about some stretching and stuffing and, you know. Well, that's part of the beauty of it. It's easier than wallpaper and cheaper too. sometimes. Depends on the material. If you can get your material for $2 a yard or less, it is cheaper.
How perfect do you want to be? And you can like, we'll place here a little bit longer, or you have a bubble, you can just get a hold of it, reposition it, pull it up. I think it's fine. Like I said, later on trim it off with an X-Acto knife.
That's it. We're gonna, let me get my hands. Don't get this stuff all over my... Anyway, it'll dry. And we'll trim it up. And, it'll be good. We'll get enough to do the back side here, too, if we want. Or maybe I'll do that side over there. I don't know. Wish Mother would come out. She says she's too tired. She brought the kitten out. That's the last I've seen of her. So, anyway, that's it for today. Grandma DC's camper is slow going, but we're getting there. So thanks for tuning in. I love you all. Be good to one another. Back to work for another week. Oh, bummer. Can't do videos when I'm working. It's hard. Bye-bye.